Welcome back, guys, for another Dokkan Battle video, and today what we are going to be talking about is Jiren's banner. So as we all know, Jiren is going to be dropping tomorrow at 10:30 Pacific Standard Time, which I believe for the most of us, it's probably going to be, on the 18th is when the banner is actually going to be live, because again, most people, unless you're like a content creator or you're like really hyped and excited for Jiren, are probably not going to stay up until 10:30 for when his banner drops. But again, I still wanted to do a bit of a longer discussion-based video just to really help either people who are going to spend money on this banner or maybe free-to-play players if you are considering summoning for Jiren. So, again, Jiren's banner is a legendary summon banner, which, again, is usually not the best banners to summon on. I'm going to say that right away. Again, the reason is because there are about 12 featured units, and there is I believe it is 5% chance rate. So again, with 12 featured units, you do have a lower chance of actually pulling, either Jiren, the new Topo and Pride Troopers, or any of the, featured units. So again, that's what I really wanted to talk about, is the value of the banner overall. So of course, if we go over here, I've pulled up, I think, most of the units over here that are going to be on the banner. Of course, the man himself, Jiren, again, he is absolutely worth it. Again, 200% attack and defense. He gets ki when he gets hit. He has an active skill when he gets hit 5 times. Again, he's super effective against all types, and he performs a critical hit if the target is stunned. So, Jiren is just an absolute beast. He's easily one of the best units in the game, and I can say that with assurance. Jiren is easily top 5, top 10 LRs in the game. There's no questioning his power. Now, the issue with this is, again, it is a legendary summon banner, 5% drop rate, again, divided into 12 units. You have very slim chances, and to top it all off, there are other units that are featured that might not be as good. Like, for example, Champa. Champa at this point is not good, not by any means. He still can put up decent damage because he has this RNG passive where he can get 200% attack. I believe it's maybe a medium chance or a rare chance of him getting it, but Champa can dish out substantial damage if he does get that off. But other than that, Champa's really not going to be doing anything. Frost, again, I mean, he's a decent unit. Like, he's not anything special, but he's not horrible. But again, he's not a unit you would want to pull. Bodomagetta. So Bodomagetta is a decent defensive-based unit, but still, you've probably already pulled them. You've probably already have them rainbowed, and again, you don't want to pull them as the unit that is your guaranteed featured. Of course, that is if you do get, a guaranteed feature animation. Now, Topo and Pride Troopers, another fantastic unit that is going to be the secondary banner unit on this banner. And again, they have 110% attack and defense at the start of turn. They get another 110% attack and defense when there are 3 or more Universe 11 category allies. And then he guards when there's a Universe 11 ally attacking in the same turn. And then he's also support type unit for the category of 3 ki and 30% attack and defense. So overall, this Topo and Pride Troopers unit, yes, they are extremely limited in what they can do. Basically, just limited to, again, Universe 11, which can be a little bit of a hindrance. But their overall versatility and usability, I think, overall trumps the fact that they are a bit limited to only Universe 11. So again, they are absolutely a unit worth it, because again, if say you pull Jiren, you run Jiren with him, and that is honestly a devastating combo, because again, he's going to have guard, because if you run him with Jiren, he's going to have guard, guaranteed guard. He might not get that extra 110% attack and defense, because again, if you only pull Jiren and him, you're only going to have one Universe 11 category ally. Again, he excludes himself, so he wouldn't count. But again, he will be giving the 3 ki and 30% attack and defense buff to Jiren. But again, that's if you pull them. With this being a legendary summon banner, the rates, like I said before, 5% tend to be very poor. Again, moving on to other units, Topo and Dispo. Again, very, very impressive units. Topo especially, I would say, is better of the easy A's, just because, again, he gives that 40% attack and defense. He has damage reduction when he falls below 70% HP, and the fact that he actually has started turn defense really, really helps him out, especially if you already have him rainbowed with easy A stats. Topo's probably going to be starting out at around maybe almost 100k defense, and then you factor in the fact that, again, damage reduction when he loses HP, that is, a very significant buff to all the teams that he's on, especially, I would say, things like Realm of Gods, Universe 11, Space Traveling Warriors, which currently we don't have, and things like Final Trump Card and Universal Survival Saga. So again, got Topo, absolute behemoth, and the fact that he reduces enemies' defense by 70%, he's basically the unit that you would want to run next to Jiren overall. Above all the other Universe 11 category units, you want to run him, just because, again, he's gonna be passively lowering their defense, making Jiren super effective against all types. Now, Dispo, again, Dispo, I don't want to slander this guy that much. Dispo is a decent unit. His only issue is he has no started turn defense, which, again, really decreases the value of this, which is he raises attack and defense by 50% for 6 turns. If he had started turn defense, that would greatly and immensely help him, because, again, that would allow him to ramp up his defense a lot quicker, a lot faster, and if he did have that, I would say he would easily, be one of maybe, top 20, top 30 easy A's in the game. And then, of course, other things that he does is that Dispo does get, extra attack within every single turn that he dodges, which is really, really good. Again, another issue being is he has to build up his dodge for 3 turns, because, again, he gets 20% each time he's at, basically on rotation, because it says start of each turn, basically every single time he's on rotation. So I think it's until turn 5 is when he'll have his full 60% chance to dodge. But again, you would realistically want to use Dispo for things like Super AGL, Extreme Super Battle Road, and turn 5 is just not a turn you're probably going to get to, because, again, all the enemies in Extreme Super Battle Road are super tough. They hit super hard, but, again, they are really squishy. So that is my only issue with Dispo, is, again, the fact that they make him, wait until turn 5 to be fully built up, I think, is a really bad and poor design choice, along with the fact that he has no start of turn defense. And again, going on, the other banner units on this banner are not bad by any means. Whis is still an amazing defensive option, so is Skinny Boo, Bergamo as well. This Blue Goku, again, he just raises attack and defense, and, he came out with Blue Kalkin Goku, so, again, and, everybody probably already has that Goku. But, continuing on, Whis, again, he lowers attack, he seals on his super, so very, very good super attack effect, great for Super Battle Road, Extreme Super Battle Road, all that good stuff. He gets started turn defense, he has a great chance of dodging, and then the fact that he gives defense to all allies, actually, no, not to all allies, I read that wrong. He gives himself 50% defense with each attack dodge, so again, Whis with getting maybe 2 to 3 dodges off, his defense begins to ramp up extremely high, to the point where he just does not take damage. And then he gives allies attack and recovers 10% HP if there is a Beerus attacking in the same turn, which, again, is a little bit of a limit on him, but, again, the fact that he has 70% chance to dodge, he gives himself 50% defense with each dodge, and the fact that he has start of turn attack and defense means that this Whis just doesn't take damage, and he's an absolute tank. Continuing, we have Skinny Boo. So Skinny Boo, again, recently got his awakening. I believe he got his awakening with Kaioken Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta. Again, that was in early December, so very recently. Again, still an amazing unit to run. He gets 150% attack and defense at the start of turn. He gets 3 key and another 150% attack and defense for 7 turns, and 50% chance to dodge for 7 turns. So again, still an amazing defensive option. You know, if you're struggling with things like Super Battle Road, you know, Super AGL, or if you need a buff to your Super AGL team just in general, Skinny Boo is going to be an amazing option. Again, the great part about him is that he gives himself Ki. So again, Ki, I would say for him is probably not going to be, you know, the biggest obstacle for him, because again, he also has Shocking Speed, which is super helpful for him, because again, that's another 2 Ki, and most units in this game have the link Shocking Speed. And then let's talk about Bergamo. So Bergamo, when he first came out and he first got his awakening, was actually considered to be in contestant for best unit in the game, which I know sounds ridiculous, but he actually was when he first came out. People were actually saying Bergamo might be the best TOR in the game. Again, if you take a look at him, he raises defense by 30% for 9 turns, which is a very powerful effect. He gets attack and defense plus 30% with each attack received, up to 300%. So again, he has 300% attack and defense. Plus, he raises his defense by 30% for 9 turns. That means Bergamo is going to have an absolutely ridiculous and ludicrous defensive stat, along with an attack stat. So again, that is why Bergamo was considered to be one of the best, if not the best TOR in the game. And then the fact that he also has a transformation. He has a giant form, albeit it is a rare chance, which is 15%, but if you can pull that giant form off, again, giant forms again aren't really talked about at all in game, but again, giant forms, especially in things like Super Battle Road, can be extremely helpful to all allies, and especially when it comes to you know, you're really low on HP and you don't have it, you know, any more items. Getting a giant transformation is super good. So again, Bergamo, still an amazing unit. He is a little bit forgotten now for sure. There have been other TORs that have released that have been, you know, off the chain ridiculous, just like him. But again, when he first came out, he actually was, you know, said to be one of the best units in the game, if not the best. And then the final unit I want to talk about that is on this banner is Ribrianne. So Ribrianne, again, just like Bergamo, got her awakening. Many people, I would say, kind of sleep on this unit, just because, again, she is limited to basically the Peppy Gals team. But again, I would honestly argue that Ribrianne is one of the best leaders in the game, as well as being easily one of the kings of TORs, and the reason, or queen of TORs. The reason I say that is because, again, turn 1, she immediately transforms, so she's one of those turn 1 instant transformation into Ribrianne. Now, the reason why I say that she's in contestant for one of the best units in the game is the fact that she absolutely carries the Peppy Gals team on her shoulder. She gets 120% attack and defense, she gets an additional 10% attack and defense, and she lowers all enemies' attack and defense by 10%, up to 30% per Peppy Gals category ally on the team. Now, on a team, you can have around 6 units in total. Well, not including Ribrianne, 5. So that is an extra 50% attack and defense. So basically, she gets 170% attack and defense. She's lowering the enemy's attack and defense by 30%, which again, if you guys have used STR Omega Shenron, who does it by 40%, you guys can see that lowering the enemy's attack and defense is extremely beneficial. And then she also buffs herself and her allies with 2 Ki and 30% attack and defense. So, going back to her buff, if she's run on a full Peppy Gals team, she has 170% attack and defense, plus the support type ability that she's given to allies. She's giving herself 200% attack and defense. And then she's lowering enemies' attack and defense by 30% on a full Peppy Gals team. And already you guys can begin to see why she is super good. And that's not even factoring in that she seals. And then another thing is you factor in links. This Ribrianne doesn't struggle for Ki. And she has extremely good links. Like Metamorphosis, if you get her to all level 10 links, look, Metamorphosis, 5% HP, 10% attack and defense. Innocence, 15% attack. Signature pose, 3 key, 7% attack. More than meets the eye, 10% attack and defense. Tournament of Power, 7% attack and defense and 3 key. Shattering the Limit, 5% attack and defense and 2 key. At full level 10 links, she's getting an extra, what is it? So that is 10, 10, 25, yeah, no, 20, 32, she's getting an extra 32% defense just from links. If they are full level 10 and she has every single one active, she's getting an extra 32% defense just from links. Not counting, I mean, you know, you factor it all in, that's 232% defense with almost 10k defense. You know, this Ribrianne easily begins to be one of the best, I would say, TURs in the game. And the fact that she carries the Peppy Gals team on her shoulders with everything that she does, I think really needs to be highlighted. So again, very good unit. But again, I think what people really want to know is a definitive answer. Is it worth summoning? And what I would say for my final conclusion is, if you're a free-to-play player, I would say skip. And the reason why I'm going to tell you guys to skip is because, again, the 6th year anniversary units are going to be coming pretty soon to JP Dokkan. They're going to be released in about 2 weeks. Because, again, I believe they're going to start preparations for the 6th year anniversary next week. Because, again, they usually have a full week of, you know, like special login bonuses, of just, you know, hyping things up for the anniversary, getting everything ready. And then, of course, it begins the anniversary. The units are revealed, and then, you know, so are all the events, the event details, all of that. If you're someone who doesn't mind spending money on the game, maybe throw a couple multis at this. Again, Jiren, in my personal opinion, is worth it. This Topo and Pride Troopers unit is worth it. Again, there is decent value. Whis is really good. Dispo and Topo after the EZA are really good. Skinny Boo is still amazing. This Blue Goku, again, I didn't really talk about him, but again, he's a defensive stacker, so again, not a bad unit overall. Bergamo, again, very decent unit, and then Ribrianne, an amazing unit. So again, there are decent units for sure. If you're a huge whale, again, they're probably going to spend copious amounts of money trying to get Jiren. You know, I don't blame you. Jiren is that good. But again, free-to-play players, skip. People who don't mind spending a couple of money, I would say throw a couple multis at it, but don't go too crazy. Because again, there are much more hype things coming along the way in the form of, let's take a look at it. Okay, we already have Frieza. Turles, again, another legendary summon banner. I would say skip as well, but again, he is a very, very good unit. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is coming. Who else? Bojack. And then, again, Janemba and Pikkon. But again, this is probably gonna, yeah, because this was, so last year it was Vegeta and Majin Vegeta, so this should be coming out in a couple of months. So again, they're actually kind of worth it just because, again, their banners are actually pretty good. You know, you've got the Blue Fusions, Gotenks, and then, of course, on Pikkons, you've got Gogeta. Transforming Boo is kind of, you know, bad in my opinion. And then Pikkon. But overall, I would say skip. Free-to-play players, skip. Save your stones. You know, if UI Goku is the anniversary unit, then I would say don't summon on any banners until he comes around. And yeah, hopefully you guys found this helpful and informational. If you guys are still, you know, kind of on the fence on whether or not you should summon, you guys can actually, you know what? Leave a comment down below. I actually read and I respond to comments, so if you guys are still confused, you guys can tell me, and then I'll kind of like give you my thoughts on that. So like I said before, that is going to do it for today's video, and I'll see you guys next time.